Twitter employees taking to social media in light of recent layoffs, posting under the hashtag #OneTeam, saying they've been locked out of their computers, their company emails. A class action lawsuit now filed against the company, claiming Elon Musk and Twitter failed to give employees the proper notice, which is required by both federal and California law. So joining us now to talk more about the legal implications of these layoffs, attorney and legal analyst Angela Cittadella. Angela, thank you so much for talking to us on this Friday. So let's talk about this lawsuit. It doesn't stem over the firings themselves necessarily, but the lack of notice.
Yes, so every employee, when there is a mass layoff, has certain rights. And one of them is to have a fair amount of notice, and that is 60 days. Here, Elon Musk just abruptly fired people on November 1st, and as a result, this lawsuit has erupted. That said, though, Elon Musk and Twitter also agreed to pay all of these employees who are being laid off through January, which could then equate to that 60-day notice. So I'm not quite certain here how this is going to play out. It's going to be what the court decides.
All right, so Angela, we're talking about the richest man in the world here. He's certainly not stupid. Are there some exceptions? Is there a way around this that maybe that's how he was able to do this?
Yes, there are always exceptions. But with Elon Musk in particular, he's the personality type where he acts first and then he asks the lawyers to kind of handle the business afterwards. In some ways, that makes him the best and worst client for a lawyer because he gives them business. He will employ them forever. He will pay them. But also he acts recklessly, as you've seen earlier with even this entire merger agreement, where first he said, I'm going to sign all these documents, no due diligence, and then he backtracked. So he has a history of acting first and then trying to figure out the legal stuff later. So I don't really think that Elon Musk here just was like, I think there's a real exception. I think he just acted immediately.
And, when you have, billions of dollars, I guess you can probably do that. Angela, what are the odds that this lawsuit actually moves forward? Because, we're certainly talking about people's livelihoods here. What kind of punishment could Elon Musk potentially face?
So one of the interesting parts of the lawsuit that they ask for is to have Twitter prevent them from, to allow them to not sign the documents that waive their rights. And so that's important. That's why this happens so immediately. Often when you're laid off or you're fired, you're given a document that says, in order to accept this severance, in this case through January, I'm waiving all my rights and all my claims to sue. And I think that this part has a good chance in the courts to go through, to be respected, that this is being done too abruptly, and that they should not have been put in this position to sign away all their rights immediately, because as I said earlier, that 60 days of payment is required by law. It's not something that's just given to them.
All right, Angela Cittadella breaking it all down for us. We love talking to you, Angela. Thank you. Have a great weekend.
Great weekend.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.